first one problem, suppose, very easy. Find the radian measure of 270 degree. Now for that particularly, we know we have the when the degree of any angle has been given, so that means we can say the radian measure is equal to pi of 180 degree into the measure of degree. So in that case, our radian measure would be, that is, pi by 180 into 270. That means 3 pi by 2. That is the first way we can transform the degree to radian. Second one, suppose we have find the degree measure of 5 pi by 9. Now in that case, we have to transform the degree to radian, and for that we have to use the formula like when we are transforming from degree to radian, that is 180 by pi into the measure of radian. So in that case, the measure would be 180 by pi into 5 pi by 9, or that one is 100 degree. Next one problem also has been described in the previous classes, like if the arcs of same length in two circles, that means the two circles have the same diameter or radius, you may say, in two circles subtend angles of 60 degree and 75 degree at their centers. Now we have to find the ratio of their radii. Oh no, here the question is different. The arc is same. The two circles have, the arcs are same, but the two circles subtend angles of 60 degree and 75 degree at their centers. So that means the question is like that. Suppose we have a circle like that, and here in the center the angle is subtended by 60 degrees. So arc is same. Suppose that is AC, and another circle is there, and here we have the same arc but same length of arc, but the angle subtend here is 75 degree. So we have to find out, suppose that is radius R1, that is radius R2, like that. So what should be the ratio of their radii? So in that case, we can do like that. 60 degree is equal to, in that way, 60 into pi by 180 radian, or that is pi by 3 c. And for 75 degree, we have 75 into pi by 180 c, or that is 5 pi by 12 c. Now we can say that pi by 3 is equal to S by R1. Here R1 is the radius of the first one. Okay, so for that, pi by 3 is equal to the length of the arc, that is S, divided by the radius, that is pi by 3. And also we have for that particular second angle, 5 pi by 12 is equal to S by R2. We have to remember both have the same arc. Okay, now you can also write here as theta is equal to S by RC. Already we have described it in the previous class. Okay, so we can say from here that pi by 3 of R1 is equal to S, and also from here that is 5 pi by 12 into R2 is equal to S. Now both the arc length are equal. So we can say pi by 3 R1 is equal to 5 pi by 12 R2. We have to find out the relation between the R1 and R2. So we can divide the pi from here, and also we can divide that one. Okay, so we have now that is R1 by R2 is equal to pi 5 by 4, or we can say R1 is to R2 is equal to 5 is to 4. Once again, I am describing it. We have two circles with different radius. The first one is, suppose R1 has the radius and second one has the radius R2. Now the same length of arc has been taken, and for that, from the center it is keeping 60 degree and 75 degree. So what should be the ratio of R1 and R2? That was the question. And using particularly that formula, that theta is equal to the angle subtended by the arc and the radius, that is S by R. We have used that one here. Okay. Now, third one problem, or fourth one. Already we had some different type of formulas. Like we know as from first one that sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. We know it. Second one, cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. Those are need for the next problems. Sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Now for some particular angles, suppose theta is here, the trigonometrical ratios for the angles are 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, and 90 degree. And T ratios are sine theta, cos theta, tan theta. If we have sine 0 degree, the value is 0. Sine 30 degree, that is half. Sine 45 degree, 1 by root 2. Sine 60 degree, root 3 by 2. Sine 90 degree, 1. Next one, cos 0 degree, opposite, it must be 1. Then that is root 3 by 2 for cos 30 degree. Look, sine 60 degree is equal to root 3 by 2. Cos theta or cos 30 degree is equal to root 3 by 2. Next one, 45 degree, the value is same as sine 45 degree. cos 60 degree, that means that is the value of sine 30 degree, that is half, and cos 90 degree is equal to 0. Last one, tan theta, that means tan 0 degree is equal to 0, tan 30 degree 1 by root 3, tan 45 degree 1, tan 60 degree root 3, and we have to remember tan 90 degree, that is undef or not defined, not infinity, that is undefined. Next, some formulas other t ratios, like suppose cosec 30 degree, the value is undef. You can remember here sine cosec theta means 1 by sine theta, so 1 by 0, that is undef. Next one, cosec 30 degree 1 by 2 is given here, so that is 2, that must be root 2, that must be 2 by root 3, and that one is equal to 1. Next one, suppose for sec theta, that is 1, 2 by root 3, root 2, that is 2, that must be undef. And the final one, suppose for cot theta, that is the first one, that means cot 0 degree, that is undef, that one root 3, that one 1 by root 3, and that is 0. So these values are required for our next problems. Next, some more formulas, like we required, that is sine 90 degree minus theta is equal to cos theta. That is very important. Now, how we can find it? Suppose we have a right angle triangle like that. Okay. So here we have O, that is P, that is M. That one is the angle theta. Now, according to that angle, we have that PM is our perpendicular, that OM is our base, that OP is our hypotenuse. Okay, and according to that, we have another one line. Suppose I am drawing here, that is parallel with OM. Now, when that is parallel with OM, so we have that one angle is also theta. Okay, so from here we can write one thing, that cos theta is equal to base by hypotenuse. So base by hypotenuse, that is the case here. Now suppose another one angle we are using, suppose that one. Now look at that particular angle, that is 90 degree minus theta, because that green color, black color is giving us complete 90 degree. Now from that 90 degree, we have subtracted the angle theta, that is in the green color. So the blue color must be 90 degree minus theta. Now, according to that angle, which one is base? PM is the base. OM is the perpendicular. Okay. So from here, we can write sine of 90 degree minus theta. That means perpendicular divided by the hypotenuse. Now look at, from the very first one, cos theta means base by hypotenuse. According to theta, base was OM. And according to theta, hypotenuse was OP. So OM by OP is the value of cos theta. Now for the 90 degree minus theta, that angle sine 90 degree minus theta means perpendicular by hypotenuse. Now perpendicular is here OM and hypotenuse is OP. So both have the same value, OM by OP. So we can say sine 90 degree minus theta is equal to cos theta. Just as like the previous table, sine 30 degree is equal to cos 60 degree. Look at the value. Sine 60 degree is equal to root 3 by 2. And cos 30 degree is equal to root 3 by 2. And that is happening. Why? Because sine 90 degree minus 60 degree is equal to cos 60 degree. That is the way how we can find it. Okay. In the same manner, so that is an important formula. In the same manner, we can also say that cos of 90 degree minus theta is equal to sine theta. Tan of 90 degree minus theta, that is also our cot theta. And also that gives us cot of 90 degree minus theta is our tan theta. Same as another two, that is cosec of 90 degree minus theta is equal to sec theta, and sec of 90 degree minus theta is equal to cosec theta. So those are also very important for the other problems. Okay. There are also some relation among the T ratios that would be discussed later. But at that moment, for the next problems, we have to use that particular values. Okay. The very first one. Suppose the question is like that. Find, suppose question number 4. Find the values of 2 sine square 30 degree tan 60 degree minus 3 cos square 60 degree sec square 30 degree. So simply we can use the values. Okay. So at first I am writing in that way. 2 of sine square 30 degree, that means sine 30 degree its whole square into tan 60 degree minus cos square 60 degree means cos 60 degree its whole square into sec 30 degree its whole square. Okay. So check the values at first. Sine 30 degree. Sine 30 degree means 1 by 2. So we are putting 1 by 2 whole square. Tan 60 degree. Tan 60 degree. That means root 3. So we are putting root 3 here minus 3 into cos 60 degree. Now already we know Sine 30 degree is equal to half. So cos 60 degree must be half whole square. Now sec is opposite of cos. Okay. So check here. That is cos, sorry, that one was sec 30 degree. So sec 30 degree is equal to 2 by root 3. So put the value, that is 2 by root 3 whole square. Just using the values, we have 2 into 1 by 4 into root 3 minus 3 into 1 by 4 into 4 by 3. Simply divide some values. Okay, so that one is now becoming like root 3 by 2 minus 1, or we can simply simplify it using like that, root 3 minus 2 by 2. That is the way we can find out the values of a particular trigonometrical function. So proceeding to the next problem. Suppose the next question, find the value of theta sine 2 theta is root 3 given. Okay, given sine 2 theta is equal to root 3 by 2. Here that one is given sine 2 theta by 2. Okay, so we have sine 2 theta is equal to given root 3 by 2. Now look at the value of root 3 by 2 when it becomes with the sine theta. When we have sine 60 degree, that is giving us the value as root 3 by 2. So here we have sine 2 theta is equal to sine 60 degree. So we can say 2 theta is equal to 60 degree, or theta is equal to 30 degree. Just here we have to find out the value of theta, and given sine 2 theta is equal to root 3 by 2. So sine 2 theta is equal to root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2 means sine 60 degree. So we cannot always remember that previously said that sine, cos, or other type of functions like log, also logarithm or something like, those are operator. So if you write in any case like that, suppose someone is doing like that, dividing the sign, that is a very wrong thing. We cannot divide that particular operator. That is not the multiplication case, already previously said. So that is only the equality. So that's why from here we can find out the 2 theta is equal to 60 degree, but not we are dividing the operators. Next one problem, suppose that one given, find once again the value of x, and here that one is given tan 3x is equal to sine 45 degree into cos 45 degree plus sine of 30 degree. So simply we can put out the values of sine 45, cos 45, sine 30. So we are writing here that is tan 3x is equal to sine 45 degree means 1 by root 2. Cos 45 degree means that is also 1 by root 2 plus sine 30 degree means 1 by 2. So putting the values of that particular sine 45, cos 45 and sine 30, we are getting that one as 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 or 1. That means tan 3x is equal to 1, and that is only possible when we have tan 45 degree. So we have 3x is equal to 45 degree, or we can say x is equal to 15 degree. Suppose the next problem. If theta is an acute angle, tan theta plus cot theta given as 2. Find the value of tan 7 theta, not tan 7 theta, tan to the power 7 theta plus cot to the power 7 theta. Okay, so from here we can say tan theta plus cot theta is equal to 2. Now cot theta can be written as 1 plus 1 by tan theta is equal to 2. Cot theta can be written as. So here we have tan square theta plus 1 is equal to 2 tan theta. Now that is becoming a quadratic equation. Look, minus 2 tan theta plus 1 is equal to 0. And we can write it as tan theta minus 1 whole square is equal to 0. A square minus 2ab into plus b square, in that way. Okay, so that is tan theta minus 1 whole square is equal to 0, or we have tan theta minus 1 equal to 0, or tan theta is equal to 1, and that one is possible when we have 45 degree. So we can say theta is equal to 45 degree. Now we have to find out tan to the power 7 theta plus cot to the power 7 theta. That means tan theta whole to the power 7 plus cot theta whole to the power 7. Theta is equal to 45 degree. So tan 45 degree whole to the power 7 plus cot 45 degree whole to the power 7. Both have the value 1. 1 to the power 7 plus 1 to the power 7, 1 plus 1, or the value is 2. Next problem. Here that is something different. Find the value of cos 37 degree divided by sine 53 degree. Now that is the angle, those are the angles which are not 0, 30, 60 or 45, 90 like that. But that we can use the formula, that is sine of 90 degree minus theta is equal to cos theta. So here we are using the same cos of 37 degree divided by sine 53 degree. That cos 37 degree, we can write sine of 90 degree minus 37 degree divided by sine 53 degree, and that one is becoming sine 53 degree divided by sine 53 degree, or the value is 1. Okay, same type of problem just for the next one. Find the value of sine 36 degree divided by cos 54 degree plus sine 54 degree divided by cos of 36 degree. Same type problem. Here we can write one, that sine 36 degree like that, that is using sine 36 degree means cos of 90 degree minus 54 degree divided by cos 54 degree. Sorry, that must be sine. Sine of 36 degree means sine of 90 degree minus 54 degree plus that sine, that means sine of 90 degree minus 36 degree, because 54 degree means 90 degree minus 36 degree, and 36 degree means 90 degree minus 54 degree. So sine 90 minus theta, so that one is becoming cos 54 degree divided by cos 54 degree plus here also cos 36 degree. So that one is cos 36 degree divided by cos 36 degree, or 1 plus 1, or the value is 2. That is the same way we have done that. Suppose next one, another one, something that type of problem. Find the value of cot 12 degree, cot 38 degree, cot 52 degree, cot 60 degree, cot of 78 degree. Okay. Now that for particular that problem, we are dividing the complete thing into something like cot 12 degree, cot 38 degree, cot 52 degree, cot 60 degree, cot 78 degree. Now I am writing with cot 12 degree, cot 78 degree at once. That means cot 12 degree, cot 78 degree. These two. Next two, because 12 degree plus 78 degree means 90 degree. That's why I have written. Next one, cot 38 degree and cot 52 degree. Cot 38 degree, cot 52 degree. And finally, the last one, cot 60 degree here. So the very first one, cot 12 degree, cot 78 degree. Cot 12 degree into 78 degree. So we can write it as 90 degree minus 12. Okay. And that one is now becoming cot 12 degree into tan 12 degree. Okay. Next one, cot 38 degree into 52 degree. That means we can write 90 degree minus 38 degree. So in that case, we have cot 38 degree into cot 90 degree minus 38 degree. That means tan of 38 degree. Now the final one was, that is cot of 60 degree. Now look at the value. Cot of 12 degree into tan of 12 degree. That means already that is cot of 12 degree into 1 by cot of 12 degree into, that is cot of 38 degree. Tan 38 degree means 1 by cot of 38 degree, and into finally that is cot of 60 degree. So that one is becoming 1, second one is becoming 1, and finally the cot 60 degree, that means 1 by root 3. So the final value is 1 by root 3. That is how we can find that type of values. Suppose another problem. Here the question is like that: if tan 2 theta is given as cot of theta plus 6 degree, where 2 theta and theta plus 6 degree are acute angles. Find the value of theta. So here we have tan 2 theta is equal to cot of theta plus 6 degree. Now tan 2 theta, that means it can be written as cot of 90 degree minus 2 theta. That one is equal to cot of theta plus 6 degree. So we have 90 degree minus 2 theta is equal to theta plus 6 degree, or 3 theta is equal to 84 degree, or from here we can say theta is equal to 84 by 3, that is 28 degree. Always remember that is possible because the acute angle that has been described in the problem. Suppose another one problem. Find the value of 1 minus sine square theta into sec square theta. That one is very easy because 1 minus sine square theta into sec square theta. Sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So 1 minus sine square theta, that means cos square theta into, that is sec square theta. So cos square theta into sec square theta, obviously that is 1. Suppose another problem. Here, find the value that is of 1 by 1 plus sine theta plus 1 by 1 minus sine theta. So here we have 1 by 1 plus sine theta plus 1 by 1 minus sine theta. So add both as like we are doing any some fractional addition. So that is 1 plus sine theta into 1 minus sine theta. So that is 1 minus sine theta plus 1 plus sine theta. The denominator is now 1 a plus b into a minus b. That means 1 minus sine square theta. And here that sine theta minus sine theta and plus sine theta are now subtracted. So the numerator is now 2, 1 plus 1. Now look at the denominator, 1 minus sine square theta. That means 2 by cos square theta. Now 1 my cos square theta, that means sec square theta. So we can write it as 2 sec square theta. Suppose another problem. Find the value of square root of 1 minus sine theta divided by 1 plus sine theta. So here square root of 1 minus sine theta divided by 1 plus sine theta. That is we are doing now. As the denominator has 1 plus sine theta, so we are here with another 1 minus sine theta. Now the numerator has 1 minus sine theta, so another 1 minus sine theta has been here, as we have taken 1 minus sine theta in the denominator. So square root of, now look at the denominator, that is 1 minus sine square theta, and the numerator is 1 minus sine theta whole square. So 1 minus sine theta whole square, 1 minus sine theta whole square. After square root, we are getting, okay, that one, 1 minus sine theta whole square divided by cos square theta. So after square rooting, that is we are getting 1 minus sine theta divided by cos theta. Now divide it, simply divide it. So that is 1 minus cos theta, sorry, 1 by cos theta minus sine theta divided by cos theta. So 1 minus cos theta means sec theta minus sine theta by cos theta, that means tan theta. So that is what is the meaning of square root of 1 minus sine theta divided by 1 plus sine theta. এখনো পর্যন্ত যা যা হয়েছে দেখ, বোঝা যাচ্ছে না অসুবিধা হচ্ছে?
হ্যাঁ স্যার, বোঝা যাচ্ছে।
ঠিক আছে, আরো তাহলে বেশ কিছু প্রবলেমে আমরা যাচ্ছি। Next problem. Find the value of, here that one given 1 plus cot theta minus cosec theta into 1 plus tan theta plus sec theta. Okay, so here I am writing it once again. That means 1 plus cot theta minus cosec theta. Sorry, not cos, that is cosec theta into 1 plus tan theta plus sec theta. Okay, so cot theta can be written as cos theta divided by sin theta minus cosec theta can be written as sin theta. 1 plus tan theta can be written as sin theta divided by cos theta, and sec theta can be written as 1 by cos theta. Proceeding in the way, we are getting sin theta as denominator here. So sin theta plus cos theta minus 1 into cos theta here. So that is cos theta plus sin theta plus 1. Okay, look at the values. That one is sin theta plus cos theta minus 1, sin theta plus cos theta plus 1. So we can write it as a plus b. That one is our a, that one minus b, a plus b. So sin theta plus cos theta whole square minus 1 square, that means minus 1, and the denominators are sin theta cos theta. So do the numerator calculation at first. Sin theta plus cos square theta, that means sin square theta plus cos square theta plus 2 sin theta cos theta, then minus 1, and here that is sin theta cos theta. Now sin square theta plus cos square theta means 1. So once again, that one means 1. So 1 plus 2 sin theta cos theta minus 1. We can subtract plus 1 minus 1, and the denominator sin theta cos theta. So that one is becoming 2 sin theta cos theta divided by sin theta cos theta, and the final value is 2, as we can divide sin theta and cos theta. Suppose another one problem has been, if sin theta is equal to 3 by 5, find the value of sin theta cos theta. Okay, so here we have sin theta is equal to 3 by 5. So we can have cos theta is equal to square root of 1 minus sin square theta, or that is square root of 1 minus 3 by 5 whole square, or that one is square root of 5 square, that is 5 square, and that one is 16. Okay, that means 4 by 5. So sin theta into cos theta, we have to find out. Sin theta means 3 by 5, cos theta means 4 by 5. So the value is 12 by 25. Okay, I am once again proceeding with next problem. Same as given cos theta is equal to half. Find the value of 2 sec theta divided by 1 plus tan theta. So here we have cos theta is equal to half. So from cos theta, we can find out the sec theta. That means 1 by cos theta. That one is equal to 2. So from sec theta, we can also find out the value of tan theta. Okay, that is the question is given that is 1 plus tan square theta. So we don't need to find out the another one. Okay, so 2 sec theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. So that means 2 sec theta divided by sec square theta. That means practically that one is 2 by sec theta or 2 by 2, that is 1. Sec square theta means 1 plus tan square theta. Another one problem. Now that is quite something different, given like if sin theta is equal to a by square root of a square plus b square, where theta has been given between 0 and 90 degree, that means acute. Find the value of tan theta. So here what we can do, already we have sin theta, that is a by square root of a square plus b square. So from here we can find out the value of cos theta also. That means square root of 1 minus sin square theta, or that one is 1 minus, I am calculating directly, sin square means a square divided by a square plus b square, or that one is becoming a square plus b square, a square plus b square minus a square. Okay, so we can subtract those and we are getting square root of b square by a square plus b square, or cos theta is equal to b by square root of a square plus b square. Now we have to find out the value of tan theta. So we can write out it here. That is tan theta is equal to sin theta by cos theta. So that means a by square root of a square plus b square divided by b of a square plus b square, or the result is a by b. Now up to that, whatever the problems we have done, that is simply finding the value of some trigonometrical functions, some values, some trigonometrical functions. Now the next problem, only one problem would be now. Next problem would be based on some application. Application means the trigonometrical functions are used sometimes to find the height of any tower. Suppose building, suppose tree, suppose we have to find out the distance of a ship. Suppose we have to find out the width of any river, like that. In those cases, we can find out the trigonometrical functions. Suppose which one is called the line of sight. For those, we have to know one term that is called the line of sight. That means whatever the object we are viewing, the line of sight or line of vision is a straight line to the object we are viewing. Suppose I am drawing a tree-like structure. Okay, so suppose that is a tree. And when we are viewing it, suppose that one is our eye. Okay, so when we are viewing this, that is not the line of sight we are viewing, because that is the bottom of the tree, and for the top of the tree we have to view in upward direction. That one angle is practically called the angle of elevation. Same as suppose something is below our eye level or horizontal level, then we have to, that is our horizontal level. Suppose some ball is there, so we have to view in a lower direction. That one is called the angle of depression. That is called the angle of depression. But all the things, whatever we are doing here, that is based on the trigonometrical functions or the T ratios. Let's check one problem that would be clear. Suppose the problem is like that. A person observed the angle of elevation of the top of a tower be 30 degree. He walked 40 meters towards the foot of the tower along level ground, and found the angle of elevation of the top of the tower as 60 degree. We have to find the height of the tower. Now, what is happening here? Okay, suppose that one is the tower, and we are giving it with the name A, B. Okay, one person is here, that is suppose the D. So that is the foot along with the tower. Okay, now a person observe the angle of elevation of the top of a tower be 30 degree. That means from that particular position D to the top of the tower, that angle of elevation is 30 degree. Okay, he walked 40 meter towards the foot of the tower. Foot of the tower is here. That A is the top of the tower. The person is here now. He has walked along the path to the foot of the tower. That means suppose after 40 meter he has moved. That is the 40 meter. Suppose that is the position. He has reached the C. Okay. Now, foot of the tower along level ground and found the angle of elevation of the top of the tower as 60 degree. That means from that C to A, the angle of elevation is 60 degree. Find the height of the tower. That means we have to find out the value of A, B. Okay, so suppose we are writing here something. Let A be height of tower is equal to X, and suppose BC, that means that position, is Y meter. Okay, BC already we have, that is 40 meter. Now in the triangle, that is ABC, we have tan of 60 degree, means that one is X. Perpendicular by base, X by Y. Tan 60 degree means we have √3. So we can write √3 of Y as X. That is we need later. Next, once again, check the triangle. In the triangle, that means right angle triangle ADB. In the right angle triangle ADB, we have AB, that is our AB, divided by BD, that is tan 30 degree. Okay, now AB means we have X, and BD means we have, look, 40 plus X. That one, tan 30 degree means 1 by √3. So from here we can say that 40 √3x is equal to 40 plus X. Okay, now √3, sorry, that one is not X, that one is Y. No, 40 plus Y, 40 plus Y. Okay, now from here √3x is equal to 40 plus Y, and using that we can write that try root 3 is 40 x y is equal to, already from here y is equal to x by root 3. So write down root 3x is equal to 40 plus x by root 3. Just finding the using the value of y, and from here we can find 3x is equal to 40 root 3 plus x, or 3x minus x is equal to 40 of root 3, or we can use 2x is equal to 40 of root 3, or x is equal to 20 of root 3 meter. Okay, once again I am saying, as just defining the first one using the triangle ACB, that means the right angle triangle, tan 60 is equal to perpendicular by base, using that one. And in the second one, for the angle ADB, using the tan 30 degree, that means perpendicular by base. Just using that formula, we can find out the value of height of the tower.